Pitchfork named All Right by Kendrick Lamar Song of the Decade. His song Damn wins the Pulitzer for music because Obama got the Nobel for relegating ISIS to ISIL so they'd sound more startup friendly in Wired magazine. Who told Samuel L. Jackson it was cool to dress like Spike Lee's grandmother, who identifies as a jazz critic descendant of Sonny Rollins in Tyler Perry's new film, The Uppity Cunt? Hillary might run for president again in 2020. What's going to be her campaign slogan exactly? Vampires don't need stents? I eat fake news Indians for breakfast? Chelsea isn't ugly anymore? Seth Rich knows who's boss? Deplorable boomer mom knows best? Ukraine gave more money to the Clinton Foundation than any other country on earth. All of a sudden, Hillary's got Kabasa fever? Under her asexual druid robes from the remake of Dune, Attack of the Sandworms, in my drawer. Trump ordered the takedown of ISIS. Obama urged Putin to tell ISIS to cut it out. Now, Turkey doesn't fuck around. So what's wrong with them dealing with ISIS in Syria? Oh yeah, Ben Shapiro is a Kurdish loyalist now, and Lindsey Graham's on the rag. Ellen Barkin thinks Trump supporters are dumb. You relied on writers' words and Ron Perlman's shampoo fortune for your paid-off townhouse in the West Village, babe. You got knocked up in a Barry Levinson film and smoked a cigar like a dude in Switch. Yay! I can't take no more! Turkey is what you eat to look better in Calvin Klein briefs, not because you crave to become a protein peasant inhaler like Ryan Reynolds, dreaming ahead of inhaling more sumptuous slivers of Blake Lively in your Bedford stud farm between films again. House, wife, baby, you have my flat feet. Do it all, dad. Replies, thank God my DNA helped smooth out Baba's bumpy bunion side. His perfect inhalable feet show no Ukrainian troll traceage in sight. But Trump's a wicked troll for exposing lying Biden. The Good Man Project could get sued if they printed this made-up dialogue. Exchange bound for glory. Thank God she lost. America will be all right after all. But just to be clear, for those just tuning in, you ain't all right! Hillary supporter laughed. Can I get a holla? For a tsunami of A+ January from my adoring doodle dead fan base. Holla! Thank you very much! What do Ellen and W bond over exactly? Ever since Ellen came out as a professed friend of W, she won't apologize for it. They were spotted at a Cowboys game, laughing it up, yucking it up in the grandstands. Not in the grandstands, in like their skybox. But again, what do Ellen and W bond over exactly, besides being pro-Bush? Oh! Do they invite Michelle Obama over for games of Operation Gender Reassignment Edition? Can I get a holla? For, of course he's in the zone. And I swear to God, I'm not an Adderall. Holla! How does the withdrawal of 100 U.S. troops help ISIS exactly? Will Jihadi John's family come out of hiding under the ISIS Witness Protection Program thinking, let's start filming our comeback despite Turkey having less rules of war to follow? You got to come back for that, Mark Levine? The UN accuses Netherlands of Islamophobia over their burqa ban. But prostitutes in Amsterdam are on window display in the red light district of all colors, sizes, and varying levels of attractiveness. Plus, the sexual transactions aren't against a woman's will, last time I checked. Henry Kissinger says the war against ISIS was never won. The great statesman, Henry Kissinger, coming out of nowhere. No one asked for his opinion. Says the war against ISIS was never won. I recall Drone Breath do nothing to stop the draft or Vietnam, claiming 58,000 American lives that had no reason dying in the first place. Our last war lost for the record. Failing to overthrow Trump over a golden shower fantasy tale doesn't count. Better voters are the key to defeating Trump. Aaron Sorkin, do more coke and write a play about a mad scientist who clones better voters in the mold of woke Mitt Romney's moron. Or just wing it on magic mushrooms and let Jeff Daniels help you. Mattel released a doll with no gender. Does the doll identify as an indifferent asexualist? It must be a middle-aged Ken doll whose wife threatens to dye his hair once he starts turning gray, bemoaning his wife not having any hot friends to jerk off to. It still disgusts me knowing LeBron gets to play with Unibrow, knowing Ewing never bitched about Starks being his lone potential bailout number 2. At least when the Clippers beat them, LeBron can't say he didn't have enough goodwill hype in his favor. Steve Kerr doesn't protest against the hate speech police working at Facebook and Twitter for racially profiling all the Trump supporters as dumb white trash. So I don't see Kerr protesting red ball gags on NBA owners in Ted Cruz country made in China either. This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids with comedy can make our kids great again. I'm very excited for my upcoming Yom Kippur fast. Yes, I fast. Any self-respecting Jew fasts on Yom Kippur. It's the most holy day. We make peace with God. We make promises and assurances to act less selfish, less assholish. We make promises to be more giving, more understanding, better human beings. If we didn't have a conscience and if we didn't have a soul, we wouldn't ask God for forgiveness. So yes, I do follow the law and the commandment to fast on Yom Kippur. Always have, always will. Just to be clear, for those tuning in, just to be clear, I don't view the fasting tradition as crazy, vakat, that's Yiddish for out there, out to lunch. It's a beautiful holiday. You can call it dark, I don't care. It's beautiful. It's soulful. It makes you humble. My daughter wants to do it. That is an example of excellent, impactful, inspirational parenting. My daughter, of course, she's got nothing to atone for because she's perfect. But it's something she wants to do with Daddy because she wants to get closer to me and get closer to God. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And that's not a joke. But I'm going to give it a holler for some beautiful hollery emanating from my daughter as usual. Holla! I mean, she is my funnier, sweeter twin for a reason. So, although I have to admit, I definitely want to, like, growing up, we break the fast, orange juice, scrambled eggs, the smoked fish. I do want to get more creative next year. But at this point, I've alienated the entire audience. That has no plan on fasting tomorrow, knowing that the United States population is 1% Jewish, and last time I checked, Jewish New Yorkers that support Trump in public in the form of, let's say, retweeting my podcast isn't overwhelming last time I checked. So I should probably be wary of turning this into a Yom Kippur sermon and not start pitching my next book proposal idea for the stay-at-home rabbi, which is Mr. Fantastic meets Billy Madison, meaning I reread the Old Testament from beginning to end in like an accelerated format, while cranked up on a lot of Adderall. Ha! But seriously, folks, Shana Tova, that's Happy Jewish New Year. Shana Tova to all of my listeners, my friends, and I hate to use the expression like enemies, but just Shana Tova to proud, loving, kick-ass Americans, do-it-all dads specifically, who, as Chris Rock would like to say, are banging out the rent, paying the mortgage, bonding with their kids, not just comfortable outsourcing the totality of their education to just school or nannies or Hollywood or the media or higher education, academia, because it's more important than ever that do-it-all dads do their own sort of woke movement at home. So I love you all for your sustained interest. I will keep the joke hits coming for you do-it-all dads because you deserve it the most. Shana Tova again, and I'll talk to you guys soon.